with envy. Contact Russ. Make your yard Yeti ready. CBI Cables, what the pros use. Custom audio, custom video, network and power cables built for your needs. CBI Cables, plug them in. Norris Candy, home of the original candy turkey joints. Check them out online or stop in 321 North Dockstader Ave in Rome, New York. Bag Square Brewing Company, downtown Utica. Authentic German beer, authentic German food. Try this schnitzel. Ask for a cross check. Utica's finest barber shop. Contact Jordan Baldwin or Kevin Beach on Booksy.com. It's where Crosscheck gets his haircuts. Duratagre for all your new construction plumbing needs. Outside, inside, all around the town. Contact Dura. You need the pipe? They have the pipes. Utica Club Lounge, where the Yeti hang out pre-game and post-game. Incredible food. We have live music. Have a drink with the Yeti. Get some autographs. Bay Farms, where the beef's at. Where the hay's at. Contact Jimmy Fay. Master Vito Hyundai. Make your move to Master Vito. The Yeti have. It's been a great season so far. What a score. Brandwide Distillery, Cortland, New York. Stop in, say hello to Jimbo. Check out the shop. While you're at the shop, get yourself a little sampler. Sample that coffee liqueur. Have a little gin and tonic, maybe. And I know he's got that rumski. Stop in. It's what the Yeti drink. Join us on Monday nights. Toast with Brandwide Distillery. Utica Mac Incorporated. For all your sales and service needs, contact Francis Simile, CRM Commercial Residential Management. Contact Jason down at CRM. Robert Dix Jr. Insurance Agency. Contact Bobby Dix, Rome Sign and Display Company, where we get all our banners here at the Yeti outfit. Liberty Affordable Housing. Eric Kiefer, LUTCF, local representative and a friend of the Yeti. The B-Dry System. Water issues in your basement, on your property.
Kai, the goalie, thank you so much for joining us on Yeti Talks. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Kai, the goalie, and I'm glad to be on Yeti Talk, and it's an honor to be here.
What's up, Kai? I'm
Hey,
Paul.
brother.
It's a pleasure to meet you, my good man. We was chit-chatting a little while ago. Greg Beecher, OJ, Kai, Yeti Nation, we made it back. What a week, man. Wow. Greg, take it away. I'm going to shut up, sit back.
It's been absolutely crazy. I mean, before we get too carried away into this, we got to talk real quick about Kai. So, Kai, I found you on YouTube. You are all over the place just ripping interviews. You've only been playing box and aware of box for a year now. Tell us about, how did you even find box down in Georgia? Is it from the Swarm?
Yeah, it is definitely from the Swarm, and even before I even started playing lacrosse, back in 2017 when we won the championship, we had season tickets back when we didn't even have to pay for parking. I've been loving the Swarm for forever, even before I even knew what lacrosse was. I was really little. I just knew that this is a really cool sport, and I think that I could pursue this as a real thing.
Yeah, and I mean, I see you got the goalie sticks in the background. You got some trophies. So you started actually playing a year ago?
Yeah, about a year and a half, 2 years ago.
And then, so field, though, that's a little bit more prevalent down there. That was easier to get into?
Yeah, field was definitely more easy to get into. There was more teams for field. Usually down here, we only have one league for field.
Aha. So when do you start playing that, or when did you start playing it?
About 2 years ago, in my first winter playing lacrosse, I started box.
Oh, all right. So you started box rate and field right around the same time then?
Yes.
That's awesome. All right. So now we need you to brag a little bit. Tell us some of these interviews so people that are watching Yeti Talks and maybe have only seen you in the chats, tell them what they can find when they check out your YouTube channel.
Well, I've interviewed a lot of memorable people, definitely some memorable talks with different people. I've interviewed Coach Corrigan, head coach of the Notre Dame, and I've also interviewed Paul Carcaterra, another big name in the lacrosse world. He has interviewed some amazing people, players, and also anybody like around the lacrosse world. And Brett Dobson, like I've been around some influential people around the lacrosse world.
Yeah, so essentially you get into this and then you've got your own private coach. That's not something everybody has. So you got Dobson as a coach and as a buddy. I text your dad. Your dad's like, oh, he's over hanging out. We're having dinner. I mean, you kind of jumped right into like the top echelon. You're watching Lyle Thompson, maybe one of the greatest players of all time. Like you kind of, you fell right into it. I mean, how could you not love it?
Yeah, like everything around me, like Brett, Lyle Thompson brothers, everything was pointing to loving lacrosse. Their play styles of lacrosse is just, it's mesmerizing to see on the TV and at games. It's like a work of art.
Yeah, and we like to call that backyard play style. It's kids that just have, like you, that have so much fun with the sport that they always have a stick in your hand. Like when you don't have a goalie stick, I see you testing sticks, you're demoing sticks, signature, athlete. I mean, yeah, there's not enough.
I was gonna say, Greg, he's sponsored by Signature, and Signature doesn't even make goalie heads.
Yeah, that's how famous Kai is in the lacrosse world.
Yeah.
But it is pretty impressive. So, OJ, you had him on your show, right?
Yeah, way to spoil a future episode.
Oh, I didn't know it didn't come out yet. I forget. You don't do it live. OJ likes to take his time, edit things, put them out. I'm more of me and Paul kind of run from the hip and shoot as we're going. Or how do you like to say it, Paul?
Yeah.
We're building the plane, right?
We're flying the plane as we build it.
Not recommended for most people, I can tell you that. But
no, I had him on. It was a lot of fun. I can't wait for that video to come out. And me and Kai might have another surprise up our sleeve coming too.
Oh,
nice.
Boy.
That we're working on.
I definitely won't be too surprised with you two guys. You guys are probably the hardest working media people in lacrosse. I mean, you guys post, constantly. Always have stuff coming out. It's so cool. I love watching it. Paul, I mean, what is this like for you there was no YouTube when you started lacrosse, and now here we are talking to Kai, the goalie from down in Georgia, who happens to be, and we've got Kai, our OJ up in Calgary. I mean, really, this is pretty impressive.
It's pretty awesome, as far as reaching one side to the next side. I know we've had the Philippines have jumped in a couple times. It's Greg. It's awesome stuff. Getting back to Kai, I want to talk to him a little bit. Are you a Blaze Reardon fan? Being the goalie, and then with testing all these sticks, are you? You got to be able to start hitting some corners here pretty soon. I'm just assuming. Is there a future Kai the goal scorer versus Kai the goalie?
Well, I have been seen at games, maybe scoring some top left bangers, top right bangers, but I don't want to say
Secret is out.
There we go, buddy.
So now, in regards to, you do prefer playing, what position do you play in the field that you prefer? Or you're just feeling it out?
If I'm going to be in the field, I'm playing attack.
Yeah, right?
If I play mini, I might die in the field.
Absolutely.
That's what my daughter says too. She's like, I'll play defense or attack. Don't even think about putting me out there in mini. Oh, man, I love it.
But as far as you don't play, do you play much goalie on the field, or it's just box that you're playing goalie?
I play goalie on the field too.
Okay.
But with my teams that I have a backup goalie, like on my rec team, which I have one of my favorite goalies to switch time with. We switch time. I get on attack. He plays some goalie, and it's an amazing rotation. We like to switch it up.
That's awesome, especially that your coach allows you guys to do such a thing. That's good coaching, it sounds, no question. As far as experience it, I mean, there's no question, you're young enough. Play multiple sports as well, because you want to know everything comes together, and get a little basketball in there. I don't know how much ice time you can get down there if you do any skating in Georgia, but as far as, football's a great concept as well. So if you're into them all, be a kid and enjoy it while you're doing it. And it's great to hear that your dad and your family is supporting it. And props to the fam, because you do me a favor, because manners always matter. This is what I say to my youth kids: as far as manners matter, always say thank you. Always say thank you, because you want to know what? It goes deep when you're a parent, because you guys get old. So do me a favor, enjoy it. Enjoy it, be a kid, and have some fun while you're doing it, buddy. That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. And I somehow was 500 last week. I did not. Oh, I had my mic off.
Wait,
Sorry.
how did I do? How did I do?
You were 500 as well, OJ, so you're still holding on. Josh was 2-4, though. But what happened, Paul? 5-1, Paul Noecker. Wow.
This was like week one all over again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Greg, you need to blow it up bigger so we can see.
oh yes, you can't see that. Who
There we
was
go.
5-1?
Now we're all covered up. Yeah, I mean, oh my goodness. When you look at that, Paul, you absolutely killed it last week. I tell you, if that Vancouver game had 5 more minutes, Toronto would have had it.
Where did Albany come from? I don't care. That one threw me for a Lulu on that one. Come on now.
None of us picked Albany. That's the thing.
Nobody's seen it coming, because the week before they scored 4 goals. 4 goals.
Yeah.
4.
I almost went out on a limb last week and chose Albany, but
I'm catching you now, buddy. You're on the run. It ain't over.
It ain't
What do we
over.
got?
I'm 50. I'm 50 total with
So I just got to make 3
left.
different picks than you this week, and I could catch you. Oh.
I just noticed that she's got the score reversed on the Mammoth game. So actually, Paul, you should be 4-2.
4-2. Yeah.
And I'm
I knew it.
I'm 2-4. I didn't think I did 500. So yeah, well, Charity will fix that for next week.
I think there was a mistake on that. I think her mic must have been off. Didn't I switch it at the very end? And I said,
Yeah, we'll go fix it. I'm checking the rest of the scores right now. I think
I'm watching tomorrow. Kai, what's going on with them? That swarm guys. Well, what's going on down there, buddy? You're there. We need to. We're taking. We're going through your eyes. What are you seeing, my man?
I'm seeing a lot of things. I think we're just not playing good lacrosse. I think we just need to tighten it up, and I think we'll come back in a few years and we'll be contenders.
Right. So you guys are.
You're giving up on the year already, Kai?
Yeah,
just like
that's what I was
that?
gonna say. Aren't you guys are still in the.
They still have a chance.
Yeah, you guys are still in the fight, man. Don't give up.
Yeah.
He's
one less
Speechless.
average you live, I can maybe live with that.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, Kai, your perspective from as a goalie, what difference did Christian Del Bianco make going to Vancouver? Because he's undefeated so far this year, I believe.
Yeah,
He's undefeated since he came back.
It's made every bit of difference. He has done so good. The team has gotten so much better with him. They were playing sloppy. They weren't playing as a team. And when he got there, it was like a missing piece that was filled.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. And really, I think I told him the only time I met him, because he's OJ's buddy, and I happened to be cool enough to be walking with OJ out of Worlds one day. And actually, Christian Del Bianco yelled OJ's name. He was like, Owen? I was like, how? You know everybody, don't you? And Team Canada came walking out, Dane Smith, and everybody knew OJ. It was just, it was crazy. But anyway, so yeah, and I told him I think he is the best transition goalie of our time. He's great with the saves too, but I think he is the best transition goalie as far as the pass. Dougie struggled with it this weekend. He made the saves he needed to, which is way better anyways, but he struggled with the transition. How hard is it for you to throw with a goalie stick with all that pads on?
It's definitely restricting around the arms. You can't really go over the top. You're kind of forced to go over to the side, but once you get used to it, beating your pads, you'll become used to it enough for you to drop some dimes.
Dropping dimes. I love it. How hard is it for you to go back and forth? Like when you grab your attack stick, does it just take you a throw or two, or you already know it's dialed in?
I already know it's dialed in. I just have confidence that I can get in the game and play a round of attack and then get back in goal and play some lacrosse.
That's confident. That's a lot of time. You must spend a ton of time with that stick in your hand. Once it feels like an extension of your body, it really is a huge thing. Owen, you kind of tell us about some of the heads you've been dealing with, Owen. You got all kinds of things going on.
Yeah, so I have the one we're giving away here, Greg, which is for World Autism Awareness Month. And then I have a head coming out that's a rainbow sherbet type theme, and that's going to be a giveaway for Easter next week with my buddy Fishheads, who does a lot of dyeing.
An Easter giveaway next week. That's impressive. And on Yeti Talks, because it's Easter Sunday, then we got Monday coming up. But on Yeti Talks, OJ is going to do the wheel, you told me, right? You're going to put everybody's name in and run it for us?
Yeah, I can. Or Paul volunteered last week to do it.
Paul wants to click it. Paul's never going to be able to build it.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, pretty much.
OJ, I would love to. The thought of being able to think I could do it is there. Being able to do it would never happen. I'll do whatever I can, but that can't happen. I'm sorry.
I got a couple of amazing stick giveaways. Spoiler, the shaft that's missing from my complete stick, which is me on my own with a couple friends, is going to be hopefully shipped out in the next few weeks here.
Nice. So everything should be good to go.
Yeah, that giveaway will be in May.
In May. So you have just nonstop giveaways, and everybody should find you where for all your giveaways, OJ?
Yeah, just search TechLax on Instagram, and it should come up.
TechLax on Instagram, and it should come up. Everybody will be able to find them. Comment. Make sure you're subscribed.
And make sure you're subscribed on YouTube as well, because that's where all the fun interviews happen.
100%.
And I'm also on Spotify as well.
Spotify.
I got to get myself on there, OJ. You're going to have to teach me how to do the Spotify thing. I keep saying I'm going to learn it, and I just haven't yet. I got to ask, so you guys, Paul, looking at the top team, I know you're not going to say Buffalo. I think it's Buffalo, but who is out in the first round?
Who's out in the first round?
Who's out in the first round?
Buffalo.
Greg, I take a look at the potential schedule. Literally, honestly, any team can win. Period. Any team can go into any building. It's already been proven. Shush your mouth. And as far as the first team out, man, who's in? That's the biggest thing. Who is going to be the final team in? Is Albany going to make that cut? Is Georgia going to make that cut? Who is? That's the cool thing. That's the cool thing. Everything is so complex that you want to talk about parity. That's what you want as a league, isn't it? Every single one of these.
100%.
Yeah, I mean. And it wasn't drawn up. I mean, this isn't a WWE concept. This is guys going out there and straight up balling. Watching Jeff Teat score. How did he score that goal? Or Simon Simmons there. Stretching. How did he score that goal? To see Kai being in the stadium, being able to watch some of these goals that the Thompson boys are putting on. It's same with OJ.
How many? Let's guess a number.
Superman.
How many times do you think the Thompson brothers have thrown that quick stick on the back door together in their life?
Oh,
is it in the hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands?
Are we talking like backyard
Just
counts?
often,
or...
everything counts. Backyard practice, messing with each other. I mean, we're talking. So Lyle's kind of close to my age, so he's getting close to 40. Miles is older, so it's got to be at least 20, 30,000 times. But do you think maybe 100,000 times? I mean, yeah, I don't know.
I would
It's
say.
insane. The way they're doing that in the games, it looks like they've practiced it a million times.
Million times. That's probably closer to accurate.
How often, as far as they can, in your opinion, do it with their eyes closed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think their chemistry as brothers, it's just like unmatched anywhere else in the entire NLL. It's amazing how they can find each other on the field and know where each other are just to get that quick pass in the net.
Yeah. And I'm way older. I'm sure you don't, and maybe you've met them, but the Gate brothers, back in my day when I was just getting into into lacrosse in general, watching those guys be able to do what they used to do with Marichek, the behind the back, 4 passes behind the back. It was just so smooth. And that's what you got with the Thompsons, just smooth.
Unbelievably smooth. So, I mean, but they have a ton of Haudenosaunee guys on that team, too. So, you got to imagine that Cam Bomberry kid's been playing with Lyle on that Haudenosaunee team for decades as well. Oates. I mean, really, you go up and down that roster, there's just so many guys that have played together. They just, for years, decades and decades. So, Kai, I got to ask you, you look at the bottom of this list, which team from the bottom is definitely the Kai the goalie lead pipe lock for the playoffs?
I can't even see you. One sec.
That's what I said.
Not just you, Paul. I should have cropped it the wide way. I don't know what I'm doing.
No, I used technology and I blew it up.
Probably the Firewolves.
Firewolves, I like it. Here, I'll make them huge. There's the bottom. Everybody just below the Nighthawks. All right.
Yeah.
OJ, you're picking Calgary, I'm assuming?
Oh, yeah. Calgary's making the playoffs.
Calgary's making the playoffs.
I agree. Calgary is making the playoffs.
Right, Calgary's making it. Paul, is that you're going to say that as well?
I think they've found their some of these teams have found their niche. I think the Mammoths have they've packed it in. Maybe, I don't know, but that game that I watched yesterday against the Rush was just rush and everything rush and a little more rush, and they were drinking Mountain Dew like I do because that's all. That
Drink of champions right there, Noecker.
But props to the Colorado fans, because you want to know what? They didn't leave, even though their team was getting walloped. And they stayed to the very end and cheered them on as loud as could be. So props to them for holding faith in their team. That's what it's all about. But yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to have to get into the picks with Kai the goalie. We got about 15 minutes left with Kai. You're going to get to pick like the pros and tell us who you'd pick. And I'm sure you'll probably do better than I do. It's not very hard. So we're just going to have a big K for Kai. We'll let you make the honorary first pick.
So wait, so what am I doing? I just pick who's going to win the games?
You pick who's going to win the game. We're going right up and down the start.
And while Kai's doing that, I will be right back because my computer's glitching on me.
All right.
Glitcher. He's a glitcher.
He's a glitcher. So as we're looking at this, you've got Halifax and Toronto. Where's the K going for the first match?
Probably to the Toronto Rock. I think they're getting knocked out.
Oh, do you think they're going to win?
No,
you're picking the winner. All right.
I think they're gonna lose.
Yeah, it's the K for the Kyrie.
Oh.
You're not for knocked out. It's the K for Kyrie. There's your pick.
Oh.
I am also, Halifax is so streaky. They've already locked in 5 more minutes in that Toronto game. I think Toronto had a chance. Toronto was probably, it really looked like they were coming back on Vancouver. Vancouver had a huge lead, but then they really did let them run back. I'm going to pick against Kai. I'm going with Toronto. I'm going to go with the Rock.
All right, there, oh Canada, what do you got to say?
I'm gonna let you go first, Noecker.
That's what he's got to say. I'm gonna let
All right.
Paul go first.
Well, I already know who he's got next guy. I'm going with Halifax. Even though I think they may be sitting a couple people, I'm still going to go with Halifax because their goalie actually looked pretty darn good the other night, and it wasn't Hill.
Yeah.
As far as that was a good game, I thought Halifax put on a great show. Not enough, though.
Not enough. It is tough. I mean, really. When you pick it to Halifax is a very emotional team. Stotts.
Yeah.
How about when he just ran over Belter though in that game? That was impressive. And I like Zach too. But man, that was.
They're all playing very well. Jammers by Theed. I'm sorry, that kid is.
Everybody needs a feed.
Everybody needs a Theed. I love it.
Golly, he's like a jolly green giant out there, man. He's huge.
Guys, have you ever seen the Lorax?
He's probably too young, Greg.
Kai, have you ever seen the Lorax movie?
Yeah, I've seen Norex.
Yeah, see, everybody, I thought it was Theed, but turns out it's Need in the movie. But I started saying everybody needs a Theed, and that's what me and OJ are rocking out. So,
I haven't. I have no clue what you're talking about.
You have no idea. I know. Josh is going to pick Toronto as well. He actually gives me a little speech, but I forgot to read him ahead of time. So, unfortunately, we don't have that as part of the show tonight. But Josh is going with Toronto. Boy, OJ, you got to make a choice now. It's on you.
It's on you.
Ooh,
There's a lot of games.
I mean, Halifax has already clinched a playoff spot.
Yeah.
And Toronto's been eliminated.
Yeah.
They're all playing for jobs. That's my thing. They're all playing for jobs. Guy is quite popular in the chats. What's up? He's got everybody talking.
He's got them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to go for Halifax.
Halifax it is.
Yeah. I agree.
I kind of want to pick Vegas in this next game, though.
Oh.
Just because, like... just because,
you
like...
really think Vegas has a chance, though?
I don't, but I don't know what I'm doing any other time, so does it really matter?
2 weeks ago, wasn't everybody saying that? And they came through with a big W over Seals, wasn't it?
They did come through with a big W.
They are not beating us for our last home game of the season. Sorry.
Last home.
It's not your last home game. That's Colorado. This is the first game of the weekend.
This is the first game.
Oh, right. I forgot Cali plays a double.
Yeah, they got a double header.
Yeah,
buddy. Now let's rethink it. What are you thinking there?
Boy, you know what?
I mean, Cali's been better on the road, just saying.
I'm going with Calgary. Calgary. I'm just, I got to try to catch up at least a little bit to OJ. Although it doesn't help me, but I know I won't lose this game because OJ is going to pick them as well.
Kai, the goalie, do you think Rosie's been the difference for Calgary?
They helped a lot with the team.
Yeah. That goalie, another goalie coming in at the right time, I think is picked up the mojo for the team. No question.
And you picked the Desert Dogs, right, Kai?
No way. Desert Dogs for 0 chance.
I love it.
There we go. I knew I liked this kid.
Oh yeah, Kai's definitely the man. It is amazing. I thought I had you there.
I'm going Vegas, Greg. Put me with the Dogs.
You're going
I'm going
Vegas.
with the Dogs. I'm coming after OJ. The heat is
The only
on.
good thing about Vegas is their management, Paul.
I agree with you, but they got Hannah, and I seen what they did the Seals the other day, a couple weeks ago, and it's at home. You got to think every one of those guys is fighting for their livelihoods at this point.
That's why I went with Toronto in that first game too. I just don't think it's going to matter. I think the Roughnecks is going to pick apart whichever goalie. Whatever goalie they put in there, I just don't see it going well for them. That's the biggest thing. Dylan Ward might have a better chance. Second game, home game, they get the emotions hyped up. They're kind of old. They go out, get tired early. That's a whole other game. We'll talk about that one in a little bit. But, I mean, there's a reason Paul is, doing better than me, obviously. He knows more what he's talking about.
I think Hannah's going to take the lead on that game and say, Calgary, you're going home with us, boys. Womp, womp, womp.
I mean, Calgary just needs to win out this weekend,
That's
and we
it.
clinch our spot. So,
Yeah.
I hope they do.
I think the only way the Desert Dogs win if they pull some secret like Timothy janitor from the second story that's like like he just turns into Loud Thompson overnight or something.
That's amazing.
yeah.
You never know. You never know. There's some ballers out there.
There is.
Anakin,
I know we're all, at least me and Josh, are definitely picking San Diego. Although I really think San Diego's probably going to win this game. Nah, I'm not just doing it for Albany. It's just 2 in a row. Dougie had to make that last second save. They're playing in San Diego now. We have not been very consistent. Ah, boy. I'd really like to think we can, but
consistent. That is true. You guys have been consistently so inconsistent that it's been. I mean, 4 goals the week before, and they come back and put a smackdown. I mean, wow. Where is that the team? I'm going to Albany, New York. I'm in a New York state of mind. That's it.
Wow.
Albany.
Me and Paul actually agree again?
That's
because I was gonna go New York this time too.
See, you better keep picking what I pick so that I don't catch you. That's right.
Let's go. I love it.
That's it.
All right, Kai, what are you thinking?
What are you thinking, Kai?
I'm thinking the Seals, San Diego.
You're going with San Diego.
I honestly think Seals are likely, but I want to see Albany destroy San Diego.
Yeah, they are like where they try to steal all of your players, OJ. I understand the hostility that you feel towards them.
Right?
Yeah, completely agree. I can understand it now. We got to see Wagner. He was down signing the autographs at the end of last game. Hopefully he's back for us next year. I think we outperformed last season, and now everybody expected too much from our young guys, and we're still figuring it out. A bunch of D guys got hurt. I mean, I can come up with excuses all day. I'm an Albany fan at the end of the day, so I will come up with
Dougie
plenty.
is going to show up.
Yeah, I hope
Sure.
so. Dougie looked good.
Show up.
He made the saves he needed to in that last game. That was for sure. So that was huge.
Dougie.
Another save by who? That's right. But Kai, I'm going to let you pick this one first. Who are you thinking, Rochester or Toronto?
Ooh.
Dun, 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 dun.
There we go.
Toronto.
Oh, and he's going with Toronto on this one. I'm very tempted to go with Toronto myself. I really think guys playing for their jobs, Holichuk gets hot, but man, this Rochester team has been on fire. Ryan Smith, Lanchberry, everybody. Get Elver. No, I am going with the Nighthawks, son. Don't even think about it. My record's bad enough as it is. I'm going with the Nighthawks. The Nighthawks are definitely winning this one. I mean, Toronto can. I could definitely see Toronto winning. But, yeah, I don't know. How mad is San Diego right now that they went with Allegrieri instead of Shigliano? I just seen Josh's comment. I mean, because honestly, I think that's the difference right now. I think if Shigliano was still the goalie in San Diego, right now we'd be talking about San Diego being in that top spot instead of the Rush.
Rush, yeah. Yeah, no, I don't disagree with that at all.
Yeah.
Like,
wow.
Frankie is an amazing goalie. They actually, when I was in Sats, they call him the Tank.
Frank the Tank?
Frank.
Yeah.
He was stricken the quad. That's why. I know. I've had Canadian beers before. That's what happens.
That's what happens. Oh, wait, we got
stronger beer.
We're going to let Kai go through and pick the rest of his games real quick, guys, and then we're going to take a break, and then we will be back. So, Kai, are we still riding this Georgia Swarm, or you think Buffalo's going to put them in their place?
Is it about do I want them or do I think the team's actually going to win? But I think I'm going to have to go with Georgia Swarm. They're here. I think I'm ride or die with Georgia.
Ride
There
or
you
die
go.
with Georgia.
Ride or die with your
Absolutely love
boys.
it. All right,
That's it.
so if we then go down to the Ottawa-Saskatchewan game, this is a huge game. Saskatchewan's locked in. Ottawa's playing for their life. I mean, Teet's been on fire. This is a tough choice.
As a Georgia fan, I'm not really supposed to like the Saskatchewan, but I think they're going to take this game.
Yeah, I don't blame you there. They may be trying to make a
Okay.
statement going in. Philadelphia versus Vancouver. Philly's been looking pretty hot. That offense looked really good last week.
That goalie looked pretty dang good too, huh?
Yeah. Oh, he's just looking around. Looking for something.
I mean, CDB, man.
Who we picking, Kai? We going with Del Bianco or we going with Higgins? Or Daymood, I'm sorry. Actually, they played Deacon Knott last week. And Knott looked phenomenal.
Knott was on fire.
He won the Laxtie championship as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Mammoths on this one.
You're going to go with the Mammoth on that one? All right. Colorado. There you go, OJ.
Who are you
Take that
going with
one.
for Vancouver versus Philly, though?
I would never choose Philly in any sport.
Your kid.
Absolutely love that.
Yeah. You go, man. You
Paul,
go.
what happened to
I
you in
love
Philadelphia?
that. Oh, I took it to Chopper. Back in the day, they had Chopper, and I was heckling the heck out of them. And I got back to our hotel room after riding the subway back, and I'm like, what? They were tossing French fries in the back of my hoodie. So I had all these French fries in the back of my hoodie, them sons of guns. It was a good time. That's one great thing about box lacrosse is it's a great family atmosphere, but you want to know what? You can still throw some ruckus tone out there, I guess we could say. Pound on the glass a little bit, get a little loud. Love it. Love it.
It is very raucous. All right, Kai, we really appreciate you joining us. Tell everybody where they can find you online. I mean, you are all over the place. You're on YouTube at Kai the Goalie, but give everybody else your handles.
Instagram, it's at Kai the Goalie. At YouTube, it's at Kai the Goalie. Just find me. Go to my bio to see my gear and all of the companies that have helped me out through my career.
Thanks so much for joining us, Kai. We'll see you. Well,
Young man,
he's in there all the
awesome
time.
job. Awesome job.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thanks for coming on, Kai.
Keep doing what you're doing. And you want to enjoy the game that you're playing because it's awesome. Enjoy. CRM Commercial Residential Management. Contact Jason down at CRM. Robert Dix Jr. Insurance Agency. Contact Bobby Dix, Rome Sign and Display Company, where we get all our banners here at the Yeti outfit. Liberty Affordable Housing. Eric Kiefer, LUTCF, local representative and a friend of the Yeti. The B-Dry System, water issues in your basement, on your property, contact Brandon at B-Dry. Inside, outside, they can dry you out. Water no more. Family Landscape, make your neighbors green with envy. Contact Russ, make your yard Yeti ready. CBI Cables, what the pros use. Custom audio, custom video, network and power cables built for your needs. CBI Cables, plug them in. Norris Candy, home of the original candy turkey joints. Check them out online or stop in 321 North Dockstader Ave in Rome, New York.
Oh, I thought I had you guys nailed in there, but apparently I did not.
You got my better side. It's my hat. It's perfect.
I mean, I'm still looking at North Candy Shop. There we go.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, and Kai forgot to say he needs the Yeti jersey. I'm going to get the meats cropped in there as we're going through.
We'll get you hooked up, brother. Is it a goalie one that you're looking for, or are you looking for a runner? Goalie or a runner? Let me know.
goalie.
There's
or-
multiple OJs. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
I
welcome
told my-
back.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Well, 4-2, and OJ's on the run because I got him. He's in my sights. I'm only one game ahead of Josh, and Josh didn't have as many picks as us.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll fix it after. That's
We'll
not
fix
quite
it.
accurate. Don't worry about it, Hunt. It makes us look a little better. Oh, wait. I noticed you got me back down to the bottom of it. No problem. I'm not.
Yeah.
I got my
don't worry
loss
about
already.
it. We're all good. We're all good.
Yeah.
No, we're good.
Yeah, I'm invisible. It's all good.
Yeah. We're going back to picks, though.
Yeah.
Paul and OJ, you guys did not pick
Oh.
this game.
Which game are we at? I'm lost for words.
Toronto Rochester.
Oh, who do you think?
Oh,
I've already said what I got.
Paul's
I
going to
ain't
New
go-
York State of Mind.
That's it. I'm in a New York state of mind. We're running with the devil on the I-90. We're full bore. Full bore. What do you got,
And
OJ?
I'm-
What's the 401
going
holding?
what?
The 401, is it going and jumping on the ferry towards Rochester, or is it staying in Toronto?
It's staying in Toronto.
That
Staying
is.
in Toronto,
Yeah,
he
it is. You're paying full tariff on that, baby, if you want to get it back across.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yay! All right, yeah.
Oh,
Now
boy.
we're talking.
Toronto is winning that game.
Yeah, I see that one
Yeah.
happening. They just got the first two picks and possibly the fourth or the fifth pick. They got like 4 or 3 of the top 5 picks, don't they?
Yeah, because I would imagine Vegas is still going to finish at the bottom, which is what they concerned for the
Yeah.
picks.
A little bit, but
I mean, this draft class though is looking pretty sweet.
Pretty stat
Yeah.
draft class, yeah.
yeah.
Toronto- Yeah, for the next 2 years, I believe, if I've been told right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're pretty well
I mean,
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
back to back, yeah, because they
I
got
mean,
2026
Cody
first.
Malowski,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cody Malowski is coming up for the ranks, and he plays just like his dad.
Should be a pretty good draft class. Can't wait to see what happens. I kind of want to pick Georgia just because. Like, nobody thinks Georgia's going to win this game, but Georgia needs it.
I would love to see Georgia beat Buffalo.
I think we need to see Buffalo win, though, is the problem because Buffalo's already locked in and Georgia's out. You know what, Chair? Slide me over. I'm a Bandits fan
Yeah.
this weekend, baby. We need it.
Everybody,
Don't call the president.
BOX, box. Yeah, not going. That's a big toot, a big toot. I'm going with
I
Buffalo
mean-
all day, every day. All day,
I
every
mean,
day.
as much as I would love to see Georgia beat the Bandits, and I would really love that, I gotta go Bandit Land.
Yeah, huh?
I think Josh is sabotaging his picks in hopes that he loses in the picks. Unless do we need him? I don't know. We're getting into that with Inside Lacrosse. It Wobble this week is going to have tons of breakdown. NLLstats.com. Graham Perro, I believe is the guy's name. He's got it all mapped out
does.
for us. Yeah, so you're saying there's a chance, but I don't want to find out too much about it because then I have to pay attention.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. The
I'm,
2026 draft, he's saying, is not quite as good as the 2027 draft, is what Josh is saying in the comments. I do think I remember them talking about that. We'll get way more into that later in the year, though. We got to finish this weekend out. I'm going to be a Philly fan this week. I honestly think Philly's going to go up to Vancouver, and they're going to put CBD in his
Nope.
place because – no, I'm just joking.
Nope.
I'm going with the Warriors.
I was gonna say, if you're smart, you're joking.
No, I honestly think last weekend, yeah, I don't know. I don't see him having that much of an offense again. Yes, it was great last week, and they ended up beating us pretty bad, but, happens. I'm not going to pick them this week just
It was a
because they
fluke.
beat me bad
It was a
last week.
It was a
I hope
fluke.
you're right, OJ. I really do. I'm pulling for you
Yeah.
on this one.
Yeah. That's where OJ's going, huh? He's going with them Vancouver.
Don't be giving away my pick strategy. I knew exactly what
Warriors.
Josh was doing as soon as I saw it. I was like, he's hoping that he'll either, well, I did really good on my picks, or, well, my Fire Wolves are in the playoffs, so that's awesome. No, OJ picked the Wings, hon. I'm not sure if you heard him, but he's a big Philly fan. He says Vancouver's no good.
Jared, you listening? Cut that part out.
Cut and edit. Cut and edit.
Yeah.
Like Kai said. But unfortunately, I know what I got to do, and I'm definitely going. I got to go with Philly just because I'm trying to catch the man, and if this is where I can make a final step into the next rotation, then we're going Philly. Philly.
I think Jackson's
CDB
right.
is not winning. CDB is winning this.
Is winning this one. Yeah, I think Jackson's right in the comments as well.
He probably is, but
Yeah.
He probably
CDB
is,
over
but it's
Philly.
worth a try.
But I gotta catch the guy that's on my right here. So I gotta pick against him. I think without a question, he's made the difference. We'll talk about that, I'm sure, in a couple weeks. But
and then Calgary is shutting down Dylan Ward. Just saying.
You want to know what? Because you and me are talking, I have to go against you. As much as I was a huge fan of the Mammoth going into that this past weekend against Saskatchewan, Saskatchewan beat the living tar up and down every single rebound they got, and it was like, where are you guys, Mammoth? And
that was terrible, and they really didn't even score any of those goals till the end.
Until the very end, yeah. It was like, what is going on? The goalie was on fire.
Yeah,
he was. he did a great job. The defense was on fire. Their offense was on fire. They were all over the place.
The biggest thing is that defense too. I think when you watch,
huge.
When you watch some of those games, like that last week for Georgia, I really don't think Dobson played as bad as that defense. Watching that game, almost every goal was a 1-on-0. Like they just gave them the middle. They had transition. They beat them everywhere on the floor. And when the offense finally did get involved, they scored enough goals that should have done them okay. But their defense, what happened last week? I mean, they just completely fell apart.
Gone with the wind, they say. I'm going with the Mammoth. I got to go with the Mammoth because OJ's going with the Roughnecks, so we're going for it.
They are not coming into our the Rough House and winning that game.
Yeah, and it's
Tiki night. It's Tiki night.
But
it's Tiki night.
It's Tiki night. You know what? I'm going to go with Calgary as well. I think they're going to get rid of him. I think Ward is already feeling that. He's playing under the
Ward
pressure.
Is honestly.
I see when you watch it though,
agree,
but they figured him out so easily last week. It seemed like they were just hitting that back door because when he steps out, and if he doesn't step out, then they're going to shoot it over his shoulder.
And that's what they did.
Every
that's
week,
what they did.
They beat him on the back door, and then they take a shot, and then they beat him on the back door, then they take a shot.
And he stands so straight up and down too.
And,
he's very bored.
Yeah.
Very flat, stiff, up and down where he's playing the angles, and if you got the angle buster, it could be bad, and it was bad.
I think this next game is the game of the weekend. Jeff Teague's been on fire. Really curious to see what this offense can do against these guys. I mean, they've been, oh man, Ottawa. I really don't even want to see it or say it or have anything to do with it.
Ottawa needs it to be in, don't they?
Ottawa needs it to be in, and I don't see a scenario where it helps us at all. Like, there's just no way it makes things better for us.
Right.
But that being said, they did only beat Vegas by 3 goals. The Rush team, though, is my thing is the defense for Ottawa has not been good. Ron John's gone. They got rid of Batista, who's a big body. If the Rush can score more than 12 goals, the Rush have a chance to win this game. And they've won a ton like that. Rush win in Ottawa. Ottawa just misses. I can totally agree with that. I don't want them to. You know what? I'm a Bison fan this week. I already went with the Bandits. Now let's go with the Green Bison. Here we go. He's 6'5". He can play like Rose with, he's the size of a wall. Yeah, it is so funny to see the difference in the goalies that just take their position. Because when you don't understand the position either, you're like, you didn't even move to try to save that.
And they think they had it. I mean, a couple of those, he thought for sure, when they hit him on the top left shoulder, and it didn't hit him. It hit nothing but net. He surely thought he had two of those. He just stood there.
You can see it. They don't move right. Yeah. Dougie does it all the time too.
Yeah. What do you got there, buddy?
Oh, sorry. If you're paying attention to my video feed, I was just doing the Rush goal song.
So the Bison are coming in.
Yeah. The Bison are
coming in, man. Like after seeing them in that arena, Frank the Tank, man.
Frank the Tank.
I love it.
Frank.
Yeah.
Frank.
We had a Frank the Tank on our team, Paul, back in the day.
Yeah, right?
Frank and Sherman.
Frank and Sherman.
those
Buffalo,
kids were nuts, man.
Ricky and Kevin were something. Ricky and Kevin were something. That's for sure.
Boy.
Saskatchewan, man.
I'm sticking with my man. You want to know what? I'm going back to my number one pick last year. And I'm going to say that he is going to win the league with his charisma and some sort of crazy way. some way, somehow, Teat is going to, it revolves around Teat. You want to know what? It's all about the Teat.
It's all about
Jeff
the Teat. It's all about the Teat. Oh man, yeah, no, it's all about.
It's after 9:30, right?
Yeah,
well, it's after 9:30, right?
9:15. But I could totally see it, and honestly, though, the tear he's on right now. So when you're talking league MVP, I gotta ask you, what do you? You take Jeff Teat off that team is terrible. Dane Smith, Josh Byrne are way less important to Buffalo. It seems like almost. I mean, how do you guys view that?
Oh, he's without a doubt. He's even more so than what Connor Fields is than in Rochester now. Just watching obviously him play and how the hell he gets some of these shots off and the goals and the amount of assists that the guy's getting. So he's definitely I would have to say in that category. He's obviously for their team.
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to adjust some things here, get us squared away. And I believe... Oh, no, I thought I had it fixed. I do. I got us cropped in here as we're messing around here a little bit. I kind of did, I thought. I noticed I only have the top half of OJ. I won't quit.
Hey, it's my best half.
It keeps moving.
The best half.
Yeah.
He's
Make your move. Make your move.
To Master Vito Hyundai.
Master Vito Hyundai.
Hyundai,
Paul Noecker, tell us, what do we got going on in Yeti Nation?
Yeti Nation. The schedule is unofficially, our divisional games are picked. They're officially unofficial. Obviously.
Officially unofficial?
They're officially unofficial official. I got off the horn with Ron and Ron up in Oneida, and we got our final date in Oneida squared away today. Made a couple last-minute changes. The Nexus has a lot of things going on this summer, like we were talking about earlier, so can't say anything because some are some pretty big things, so that's awesome. But with that, you never know. We may be in the odd itself for a game, but there's that we're still working on. But the game dates themselves are official, and we're opening up the season with a home event. The J.R. Gaudette Memorial Tournament is no longer a tournament. The J.R. Gaudette Memorial Run is going to be between the Utica Yeti and the Oneida team. I'm still working on names as far as what their name is, other than Oneida. It's Oneida. So we're going to go with Oneida. But I did talk to Ron, and I thank Ron for putting a smile on my face because he had mentioned something, and we're going to be potentially, God bless you, or Gesundheit. But as far as we're going to get the Lady Yeti out there, Greg, for a pregame game, and we'll have the Blue Yeti playing against the White Yeti. And I know that I talked to JR's sister, and she's interested in playing. So we got some players that are wanting to play, and we're going to try and make this happen. And hopefully we get enough girls that
it'll be like Lax Night, where they did the exhibition the year before. As we're starting to build things, we'll get things rolling. We'll get the girls game, have a little exhibition game, get some people out there, get it streamed on Blue Squatch, raise some money for the Godat family, hopefully.
We got a lot of Chinese auctions. There's a lot of apparel that a lot of great people have done some awesome things to make things happen, and we're going to make this an incredible event no matter what. June 6th, we're going to be home against Oswego, and very excited about that, getting Oswego early in the season, Then the following day, we're heading to Massachusetts. We're going to go up and take a visit to the Paper City Oaks. Just got confirmation with Charlie tonight, this afternoon, and we confirmed everything, and we're going to head up there June 7th. And then at the present time, we do have a open date. So I may be talking to possibly either Seneca and see if Seneca can squeeze us in maybe for a game, or maybe get a hold of the Lakers and maybe do a doubleheader, head out to Seneca and also out to
you got to get a hold of the Lakers. I mean, we got to hook up with Woody at some point.
I once again, if that's a possibility, that's a June 13th. So I got to get a hold of those guys. I know I got to get a hold of Chris Crane. We do have an opening there, so that's a possibility. Then on June 21st,
Chris Cross, as Bob would say.
That's true. Chris Cross, Chris Crane. It's right around there. But June 21st, we're heading out to Oneida to play Oneida in Oneida. That's a Saturday evening game at 7 o'clock. So it'll be a awesome packed house out in Oneida. Then on the 27th of June, we're heading up to Oswego. We're gonna jump on the Erie Canal. This is how I'm thinking about it. We're gonna head west on the Erie Canal. We're gonna jump on Oneida Lake. As soon as we hit Oneida, we're gonna head towards Brewerton. As soon as we get to Brewerton, we're heading up to Oswego.
How about we're just happy you're doing it in June, because July is not a good time to be in that Oswego arena.
That's why I'm saying what we're saying. There's pirates in them areas. I know how that works up there. There's pirates. Arr. So anyhow, June 27th, we're going to be up in Oswego, and while we're up there, we said, you want to know what? Let's stay up on the river for the weekend, and we're going to play the following day, June 28th, in Thousand Islands. They have Bikers Weekend going on up there, so I figure, you want to know what? If we're going to be renegades, let's be a renegade with some bikers. So
smart too, though. Get you ready for nationals, because you're playing back-to-back nationals.
Back-to-back. We got to be able to back-to-back.
You're playing the full games as opposed to the fast games, so it makes sense. Plus, so I mean, that's such a great weekend. Everybody should make sure they tune into that. That's they raise a lot of money up there and awareness for. I know they rode for Nate's brother, and they do a lot with that ride. So we will definitely be. We'll have more details with all that.
Well, more details for that game, and then we're gonna again. There is potential for more games at the end, but July 11th is our home finale against the Thousand Island Spirits. For regular season, will say the games are still being able to put a couple games in there. So, like I said, we're trying to. I'm limited on space this year because of everything that's happening in the Nexus Center. They're putting new boards in, and once everything starts transpiring,
there's a lot of things happening. You're kind of stuck at the mercy of them. But with that being said,
I'm sponsoring my plane ticket out there. Just saying.
Right, I put it on the list.
All right, see, and this is what I was talking about. So I had Charity sort this by goals. You look at Jeff Teet's goals. You look at what he's done on that team and what the team was like when he was not playing good. Josh and me were talking about this in the Discord earlier. If you want to join the Discord, join our channel membership. We'll send you a link, get you in there. But I really think Josh is 100% right when he said, they're probably going to give it to Dane Smith and Josh Byrne. And I'm not saying that they're not phenomenal players. But, Charity, would you click points so it organizes by that? So when you... And I understand what everybody's saying, but you also look right under Josh Byrne and you see 126 points. Josh Byrne and Dane Smith is what I was talking about, them being 1 and 2. That really takes away from the MVP, much like the Connor Fields Launchberry situation, or Lanchberry. I think you really got to count Heat. You see he's got 107 points, and if we scroll the rest of this, we're probably not going to see another Black Bear too quick.
Probably not even in the top 50.
Page 2, let's see. Oh wait, Connor Kiernan was right there. He's tied 37th.
37th. I was close.
There you go.
Yeah. And then go to the next page, though. I'm wondering. Is there another one? That's it. So we go down past 50. Hang on. Look at Ian McKay. So he's 50. Go up a little more on. He was one more up. Right there. So he's 51, and they're talking about him being transition player of the year. It's like not even a fair qualification. I mean, how do you associate the transition player of the year when he's got that many points? He's been on fire. I think he would honestly be, I would probably say he's my MVP for Buffalo this year. Because when you talk about what he's done, he plays defensively. He's an absolute beast on defense. He's part of the penalty kill. He's part of the power play. How many guys do you have like that? There's not a lot.
There's not a lot. Getting back to the points, though, you want my personal opinion?
Yeah.
Get rid of the
Yeti talk.
And it's just my personal opinion. Get rid of the second assist. And you want to what? You're going to see that Dane Smith is a great lead-in, but he's sometimes not the. He's the second assist, not the first assist. So he's a lead-up guy, I guess. Is that how you would say it?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
That's.
But this is what I mean. They're both leading in assists as well. So really, I think Josh brought up a good point there when he said that. So I would have to say my MVP for the year, especially if Ottawa makes the playoffs, I don't think you cannot make Jeff Teat your MVP. And I'm not even that big of a Jeff Teat fan. Ask Paul. I gave him crap for picking him head. I just really think without him, that's a completely different team. That team is like, they're not even close. Vince is the MVP for Buffalo. Without him, Buffalo is 9-9. I don't even think they were that good. I remember when Buffalo went. What did they do? 0-6 last year, at the beginning of the year. It was something like that. They were like 0-6 when Vince wasn't playing and they had to play that backup goalie. Goalie, obviously, anybody who's watched this show for any amount of time knows I think the goalie is the most important position on the field. But Buffalo plays with 3 goalies.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
they did this past weekend, and it almost bit them.
I'm not giving it to Matt Vince. I just I refuse to. I would even say maybe Buchanan, but honestly, I think McKay is the MVP of that team. I think Jeff Teat should be the overall MVP.
Yeah.
All right, so now hang on, scroll up a little bit. Click positions and let's hit defense because this one, I've got some questions. I've got some questions.
I got a Perlo. Weiss. I can't hear you.
Yeah, you got Weiss. I don't know, though, because when you really look here, the way the Hasek brothers sort is quite funny. They they have Matt or Graham higher, and then when you look through the stats, it's actually Matt that really should be a little higher when you look through it. I think he's had the better year. See, so they rate this because I'm not sure what metric are they using here to make Graham Hasek the number 1 defender. What is he leading in? Nothing, right?
Is it not ground balls?
Not ground balls, not turnovers, not caused turnovers. What metric do they use to make him number 1? Now go to caused turnovers, the CTO chair. So if we look at that, Matt Hasek, number 1, 32 caused turnovers, more loose balls than his brother. Or no, he's got 20 less loose balls. Maybe he doesn't do the face-offs. I don't know. But I think what Matt Hasek does more, and I this is something I bring up with Mike Byrne a lot too. These guys that set picks so the other guy can pick up the ground ball. That is so overrated. I think Matt Hossack does it probably better than anybody else in the league. Yes, he is, a phenomenal athlete. He can get up the floor. He's got 15 assists and 4 goals. Is one of the strongest defenders in the league. I don't think you can go wrong. But what metrics are they using to put Graham Hossack up there? Can somebody explain it to me?
Probably straight up, as
Name
far
recognition?
as one-on-one play. One-on-one play.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But I would think you would have more cause turnovers because you should be knocking that ball out more.
Well, not if I'm forcing the pass to the outside guy. Are they putting him on the number one offensive player? Are they putting him on Dane
like when we
Smith?
go
Are
to
they
goalie.
putting him on Connor Fields?
That is true. But Matt Hossack, I think, is covering those guys as well.
That's why they're pros, baby. That's why they're pros.
Oh yeah, that's why they're pros, and we're the Joes sitting here talking about it. I'm under no illusion. They are.
Yeah.
I get all of that, but I'm also saying I just think that the year he's had, there's a certain level of disrespect. Is it because Graham's a cooler name? Do they think? I don't. I just can't understand it. Points for the original D ranking. Yeah, and honestly, Shigliano really could be the MVP.
Good.
He really could be. I think he's definitely got to be goaltender of the year. I don't.
Yeah.
What how many? Is amount of games?
Hang on. What a surprise! Matt Vince, number 1.
Right.
Yeah, but hang on. Let's click by saves.
Yeah, that would be some Buffalo favoritism, I would say.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, you got Higgins and Dougie
all in
right
the
up
style,
there.
though. It's all in the style of play.
No, it's and I just like to give crap
And
to
it's
Buffalo.
nuts.
It's really
Well,
only
what I think-
2 more saves.
But you stand there and you sit there as we're watching from the thing, and it's nuts the way the guy literally he's getting in a goalie stance with no equipment on, and he's just soaking these things. And I'm like, what the?
Yeah.
And not even flinching, just ready to soak it. And it's like,
It is
props
really
to
funny
those guys.
to look how similar all these numbers are, though. You're talking like 2 more saves for Dougie than Vince, and it's 2 more goals. It is funny that the saves and the goals are actually that equivalent, though. Like as far as how many shots on goal, like you look at that, that's very consistently 680 for the top 4 teams. That's nuts. And then you've got Rose, who's going to play a doubleheader this weekend. He'll be caught up easily by the end of this weekend. Yeah, all these numbers are very, very close. It's tight, but I mean, they obviously favor Buffalo. That's just the way it is.
That's because they're the champs.
What about transition?
Back to back, back to back.
Yeah, because he's won it before. And looking at who won, yeah, I
Back.
get that, but
They're not winning. They're not going to win.
I think they're
their
eliminated first round of the playoffs. Honestly,
I would love that.
I don't think I
Can
don't
we put
care if
money
it's
on this?
Albany or who it's going to be. Buffalo's going to be your first elimination. From
Now, if you're going on that concept, the league, if they were writing scripts, there's no question they're saying, you want to know what? Buffalo goes to the championship, Vancouver goes.
You need Buffalo to go to the championship. Buffalo sells more in 2 games than most of the league does in the season.
They broke the league record again with 150,000 fans through the doors.
Yeah.
150,000 fans.
They sell out that place more than the hockey team, hey?
Oh yeah. Oh
Sold
yeah.
out. Like I said, you take 2 games in the Bandits regular season, and that's more than most of these teams have their entire season. Like just 2 Bandits games, their attendance is 40,000 about, because you sell out 2, you got 18 and 18, so we're talking at least 39,000 so it's absolutely insane. They've earned every bit of it. I honestly think Ian McKay has to be your transition player of the year. They've got Brian Cole listed just above him. He's got more assists. But I don't know. When you just look at the loose ball and the cause turnovers. McKay just offers so much more on defense. Andy's taking more shots, but he just offers a lot more on defense, I feel like.
Yeah.
I mean, Cole is basically coming out that front door
Jackson.
exclusively. What's that?
Sorry, I just read Jackson's comment. Do you count babies who won't remember the game as fans, or just there?
That's true, because if you count babies who won't remember the game, honestly, it's really weird. Buffalo brings all their newborn babies to the game. It doesn't matter. Like they're there. The babies were like 3 weeks old with headphones on.
They got the headphones on
then,
just like me.
Then to
right?
the bar after the game to talk to the players and the coaches. With it's an impressive. Buffalo really has built a lot of special fans. Like they have something special. The way they travel is awesome. It's good for the sport.
Yeah.
It brings like the Albany game was so much more fun with the Bandits fans, because for the most part everybody's a really good sport. You get some knuckleheads, but every group has 10% that I'll keep my thoughts to myself. But anyways,
well, everybody does. They do. It doesn't matter what sport. No matter
but
what.
honestly, though, most of the fans, like, we were just cheering back and forth, talking a little smack, but it was all in good fun. It was great. Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts. How many people they fit in that arena? It's just short of 19,000. Usually a sellout in Buffalo has to be 18.5. I think, though, they do sell like 3,000 in almost in standing tickets up there. It's nuts.
It's a good time. I've only been to one. Excuse me, two now.
I've been to more Bandits games than you, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Me and Charity drove out once.
I've been to Rochester games. I've
never been to
the
a Rochester
MVP.
game.
Yeah, as far as that's what sucks about being where I live in Utica, in the Rome area, is an hour and 45 minutes I'm in Albany, an hour and 45 minutes I'm in Rochester, 3 hours I'm in Buffalo. So which team do you want to cheer for? You know, the cool thing is I can cheer for all of them. I'm a Buffalonian, so I'm a Buffalo Bandits fan by first, but now that I'm in between, the I-90, baby, who's got it better than us?
Maybe Zach Courier, as I'm looking at his stats.
Yeah.
Zach Courier might have it better than us. Yeah. I
like
did not.
That answer.
I knew you would, OJ. I did not realize he had almost 30 caused turnovers as well. I mean, I knew he played both ways. I don't watch every San Diego game, I'll be honest, and that might be part of why. And when I do watch, it always seems like he's coming out the front door. But having those guys that can run back and play defense adds such a level to your game. It's pretty insane.
Zach Courier has won Transition Player of the Year already. He could do it again.
Yeah, he could. I mean, oh boy. How about Ryan Tarafinko, though, tearing it up for us Americans, making us look like we're, really coming a long ways. He has a ton of loose balls, not quite as many caused turnovers, but boy, does that guy get up the field, too. 17 goals, 19 assists. He's getting after it.
Yeah.
Rogers, yeah. I don't know. Who are you picking out of this list, Paul? Who's your transition player of the year? Uh-oh, Paul. Oh, he's fixing his headphones. He's fixing his headphones. He'll be
there we go. I had to fix my mic. My mic fell out. I was jabbering too much, and the mic fell out. Sorry about that. I didn't even hear what you said. I had the headphones off.
Yeah, transition player of the year. Who are you picking out of this list?
McKay.
McKay?
Yeah, without a question.
Yeah, we know who OJ's picking, even though he's not a real roughneck anymore.
Zach Courier.
Yeah.
Gotta go with Zach.
Yeah, you kind of got to go with Zach. All right, we have been an hour and 15 minutes, though, guys. I say we call it a night. OJ, we'll let you say something. Paul, we're going to let you close the show out because of you, Paul Noecker. We're talking to Kai, the goalie in Georgia. OJ, the dude awesome. Up in Calgary. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this, other than one of these weeks we're going to get Jackson on here. I've tried to set up a phone call with him a couple times. Hip surgery's got me feeling amazing, though, so it's putting me in a better mood.
Yeah, can you break dance for us now, Greg?
Yeah, I could break my hip while I'm dancing, probably, if that's what you mean. I could probably handle that. There won't be any dancing in the near future. I was tempted to get on a motorcycle today, and that was about as far as I made it.
I'm sure Charity would have loved that.
Charity's the reason we went for a car ride instead of the motorcycle. She just she didn't say anything. She just kind of looked at me, and I was like, oh, okay. All right, yeah. You're right. You're right. Bad idea. Yeah, Josh, I do that. Yeah, Buffalo's always lying. They get the refs. I do have to say though that the last Firewolves game, number 28 and number 30, the officials are the worst officials in the league. I think. Like just the one guy, I don't know if it's because he can't see over the guys, and the other guy just couldn't run quite fast enough to keep up with the play. But when the official on the far side of the floor has to run in and make your call that happened in front of you, and you gave the guy a warning, like he gave a lot of warnings to the San Diego guys. You'd see him like come over and you give him a warning, and it's like, what are you doing? And I will say he was pretty consistently terrible with his warnings. Like he would just give the warning and then somebody else would have to call it from the other side. But then he's making some of the dumbest calls I'd seen too. Not impressed with 28, whatever your name is. Not a big fan.
Not a fan. Not a fan.
Just tell me to be quiet. I'm talking about the wrong guy. All right, so like I said 5 minutes ago, OJ, close us out. Then Paul's going to close us out. I'm shutting my mic off.
Okay, well, thanks again, everyone. Greg Beecher, Paul Noecker, I wouldn't be here without you, so that's my take.
OJ, thank you for doing what you do, brother. Keep doing what you're doing. Greg Beecher and Yeti Nation, do me a favor. Check out Greg Beecher's, however you pay for it. I don't know how to say that. So, Greg, you got to turn your mic back on. How do you do it?
You got to join the channel membership would be amazing. Or you could do a one-time donation in the chats, actually. And anybody gives a one-time donation, we will also give you access to the Discord. We'll make that one a new rule.
Yep.
Sure.
The rule it is. You can do it as you do it. That's how you do it. Greg Beecher, OJ, Kai the goalie, thank you for getting on and being with us tonight. Yeti Nation, get yourselves ready. The schedule is going to be released. We talked about it. Get yourselves ready. Much love. Give somebody a hug. Yeti outfit. Liberty Affordable Housing. Eric Kiefer, LUTCF, local representative and a friend of the Yeti. The B-Dry system. Water issues in your basement, on your property, contact Brandon at B-Dry. Inside, outside, they can dry you out. Water no more. Family landscape, make your neighbors green with envy. Contact Russ. Make your yard Yeti ready. CBI cables, what the pros use. Custom audio, custom video, network and power cables, built for your needs. CBI cables, plug them in. Norris Candy, home of the original candy turkey joints. Check them out online or stop in 321 North Dockstader Ave in Rome, New York. Bank Square Brewing Company, downtown Utica. Authentic German beer, authentic German food. Try the schnitzel. Ask for a cross check. Utica's finest